Yo, what's good, Vibe Vault fam? Today, we're diving into the life of one of the most electrifying players to ever step on the hardwood, Penny Hardaway. He was supposed to be the next Magic Johnson, the most explosive point guard since, well, ever. But injuries turned his prime into a tragic tale, leaving us wondering, what if? What if Penny had stayed healthy? Buckle up, because we're about to take you through the wild ride of Penny Hardaway, the greatest player that never was. Born in 1971 in a tough Memphis neighborhood, Anthony Penny Hardaway had to navigate through some serious challenges. His mom took off to Oakland for work when he was just 3, leaving him in the care of his grandmother, Louise. It was Louise who gave him that iconic nickname. She called him Pretty, but with her southern drawl, it came out sounding like Penny. From that moment on, the name stuck. But it wasn't just the name that shaped Penny. It was Louise's love and the greatest gift he could have received, his very first basketball. Surrounded by gang violence, she wanted to keep him safe, and that basketball became his escape. Picture this, a young Penny grinding on the asphalt courts for hours on end, honing his skills like a sculptor with clay. He'd play for 9 hours a day, perfecting his game, dreaming of greatness. By the time he hit high school, that dedication paid off big time. Standing at 6'7" with a wingspan that could block out the sun, Penny was a force. His senior stats? Unreal. We're talking an average of 36 points, 10 rebounds, 6 assists, 4 steals, and 3 blocks per game. It's no wonder he earned the National High School Player of the Year award from Parade magazine. Penny had the world at his feet, but there was one hurdle he had to leap over: academics. Despite his skills, he couldn't pass the ACT after 4 attempts, landing him in the infamous Proposition 48 category. That meant he was ineligible to play his freshman year at Memphis State, now the University of Memphis. But that didn't stop him from dominating intramural games, packing the gym to watch him school everyone else. Finally, with a 3.4 GPA, Penny earned his shot on the court, and man, did he make the most of it. Averaging 17 points, 7 rebounds, and 5.5 assists, he led Memphis to the Elite 8, and even got to scrimmage against the legendary 1992 Dream Team. Can you imagine going up against MJ and Magic? Talk about a confidence boost. Just when it seemed like things were falling into place, tragedy struck. Penny was returning home from a pickup game when he and a friend were held at gunpoint. Shots were fired and one ricocheted, hitting Penny in the foot. Imagine lying there, face down on the pavement, with a gun to your neck. His thoughts? He's gonna shoot me. But against all odds, Penny survived. The bullet shattered 3 metatarsal bones in his foot, leading to a painful road of recovery. But recover he did. With sheer determination, Penny came back stronger than ever, proving that nothing could keep him down. In his sophomore year, he averaged 17 points, 7 rebounds, 5.5 assists, and 2.5 steals, showing everyone why he was the next big thing. Fast forward to the 1993 NBA Draft, where all eyes were on Shaquille O'Neal, who had just taken the league by storm. But here's the twist. Shaq was about to play a crucial role in Penny's future. After finishing his rookie year and becoming an instant superstar, Shaq met Penny during the filming of Blue Chips. And just like that, he was enamored with the young point guard's skills. When it came time for the Magic to draft, everyone thought they'd pair Shaq with Chris Webber. But Shaq had other ideas. He put the pressure on the Magic, insisting they draft Penny or he'd bounce. The Magic took his ultimatum seriously and traded for Penny's rights, creating one of the most dynamic duos in NBA history. Their chemistry was electric right from the jump. The 1993-94 season saw the Magic transform into a team to watch, finishing with 50 wins and making the playoffs for the first time in franchise history. Even though they got swept by the Pacers in the first round, the future looked bright. In the 1994-95 season, everything clicked. The Magic brought in Horace Grant, adding championship experience to the roster. Penny was the maestro, orchestrating plays and dishing out assists, while Shaq dominated the paint like a beast. The Magic finished with 57 wins and secured the #1 seed in the East. Penny averaged 20 points and 7 assists, making his first All-Star appearance alongside Shaq. They were ready to make some noise in the playoffs. They dispatched the Celtics in the first round, setting up a showdown with the Chicago Bulls, led by the legendary Michael Jordan. This time, the young Magic squad wasn't intimidated. They shocked the world by defeating the Bulls in 6 games, breaking Jordan's invincible aura. But just when they thought they were on top, they faced their arch nemesis, the Indiana Pacers. This time, the Magic emerged victorious in 7 games, earning a trip to the NBA Finals against the Houston Rockets. Game 1 was a heartbreaker. With just seconds left and a 3-point lead, the Magic blew it. Nick Anderson missed 2 crucial free throws, allowing Houston to tie the game and eventually win in overtime. The loss took the wind out of their sails, and the Rockets swept the series, despite Penny's incredible performance, averaging 25 points, 5 rebounds, and 8 assists. Despite the gut-wrenching defeat, the Magic were still a young, talented team. The 1996 season saw them improve to 60 wins, finishing second to the 72-10 Chicago Bulls. Penny's numbers soared: 21 points, 7 assists, and a place among the NBA's elite. Nike capitalized on his popularity with the iconic Little Penny commercials, voiced by Chris Rock. However, as Penny shined brighter, tension simmered between him and Shaq. Whose team was it really? The media hype and ego clashes threatened to tear them apart, but they kept winning, at least for a while. The playoffs saw them breeze past the Pistons and Hawks before facing the Bulls again in the Eastern Conference Finals. But this time, the Bulls were too much to handle. They swept the Magic, and Penny's individual brilliance wasn't enough to counter Chicago's depth and experience. The dynasty everyone expected seemed to be slipping away. In the summer of 1996, Shaquille O'Neal became a free agent, and things started to unravel. Orlando stalled on Shaq's contract, and when a poll came out saying 85% of readers thought Shaq was greedy, that was it. He was out. The Lakers swooped in, offering over $120 million, and just like that, the dynamic duo was no more. But Penny wasn't finished yet. He joined Shaq for Team USA at the 1996 Olympics, bringing home a gold medal. But when the NBA season rolled around, injuries started to haunt him. Penny battled through minor issues, missing 23 games and seeing his stats drop, yet he still made the All-Star team and showed flashes of brilliance. But the wheels started to fall off. In 1998, Penny suffered a major knee injury, missing most of the season. Fans still voted him an All-Star starter, but critics questioned his comeback. When the 1999 season rolled around, he played all 50 games, averaging 16 points, 6 rebounds, and 5 assists. But the Magic lacked support, and they lost in the first round to the 76ers. Penny began to realize he couldn't win in Orlando. His buddy Jason Kidd was calling him to Phoenix, and in a bold move, Penny was traded before the start of the 1999-2000 season. Teaming up with Kidd, they dubbed themselves Backcourt 2000. Both were explosive finishers and elite passers, but their styles didn't mesh well. The Suns had a solid season, with Penny averaging 16 points, 5 assists, and leading them past the Spurs in the playoffs. But when they faced the Lakers in the second round, it was a different story. Shaq was unstoppable, and the Suns lost in 5 games. That marked the last decent season of Penny's career. The following year brought 2 microfracture surgeries on his knee, and he played only 4 games. The injuries piled up, and Penny's decline was rapid. Despite some relatively healthy years after that, it was clear Penny wasn't the same player anymore. He averaged just 11 points in the 2004 season and was traded to the Knicks, where he barely played and averaged 8 points per game. In 2007, he announced his retirement, leaving fans and analysts to ponder what could have been. Penny's journey from Memphis Kid to NBA superstar was a roller coaster of highs and lows, filled with breathtaking moments and crushing setbacks. Yet, despite his struggles, he remained a beloved figure in the league and among fans. Even after hanging up his sneakers, Penny's influence continued. He transitioned into coaching and mentorship roles, determined to guide the next generation of players. His story became a cautionary tale about the fragility of athletic success and the importance of perseverance. Penny established the Penny Hardaway Foundation, focusing on helping underprivileged kids achieve their dreams through education and sports. Moreover, he returned to his roots by taking on the head coaching position at the University of Memphis, where he aimed to reshape the program and inspire young talent. His connection to the city ran deep, and he wanted to give back, hoping to build a legacy beyond just his playing days. As we reflect on Penny's journey, the what-if narrative looms large. What if the injuries hadn't sidelined him? What if he had played alongside Shaq for a few more years? Would they have captured multiple championships? Would Penny have been recognized as one of the all-time greats? Penny had the skills to rival legends. His combination of size, agility, and court vision was unparalleled. He had that killer instinct, the kind that sent chills down opponents' spines. Fans often speculate about what might have been if his career had gone differently, leading many to regard him as one of the NBA's greatest what-if stories. Today, Penny's legacy is carried on by young athletes inspired by his story. Stars like Ja Morant often cite him as a role model. His flashy style and playmaking abilities influence the next generation of guards, blending finesse with an unmatched competitive spirit. Moreover, Penny remains active in basketball circles, attending games and offering support to rising talents. His presence at events, whether it's a summer league game or a charity event, is a reminder that while his playing days may be over, his love for the game continues to burn brightly. Penny Hardaway's journey is a testament to resilience and determination. He may not have fulfilled all the expectations set upon him, but he carved out a path that resonated with fans worldwide. From the streets of Memphis to the bright lights of the NBA, his impact is undeniable. As we wrap this up, let's celebrate Penny not just for what he could have achieved, but for what he actually did. His story reminds us that greatness isn't solely defined by championships or accolades, but by the heart you bring to the game and the lives you touch along the way. Thanks for vibing with us, Vibe Vault fam. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and drop your thoughts in the comments. What do you think about Penny's legacy? What if he had stayed healthy? Until next time, keep the energy alive and stay tuned for more incredible stories from the world of sports.